Okay, explanation to miss ho gaya, but yeah, I mean like this is where we could have entered right here and expected prices to go higher. If this breaks, this area breaks, then we have some clean areas. If you see, it's just supply, and the supply has been tested twice, once, twice. So now this particular stock only has stop losses above it. All right, only has stop losses above it. This does not have any sort of supply. This have stop losses above it. So if we get a good chance to enter this trade, any such I mean like if any contraction occurs, we can definitely enter that trade. Zeal, yes. Let's take a look at Zeal Entertainment. What's the view, Jonty? You're looking at for bullish moves. You can unmute yourself. Okay. Probably you're trying to buy right into a supply zone around this area. If you see, that's a clear order block right in front of you. Make sense? वो भी daily time frame का order block है. Okay. Try to buy the stock here, right here. This is where you're supposed to buy. Let the price do whatever it wants to do. Come here, sustain, and then try to take an up move. This makes sense, Jonty. This obviously must have now looked as a very high probability trade because this is where you have your base, right? The base breaks out. The prices are very likely to come back here. Look at the liquidity that the price has created. Liquidity is right here. Let the price come here. Look for longs. Then you can go for higher longs. Like you can target these areas because this is then the next base that the price has created, and we have clear imbalances that could be filled very easily. Make sense, Auntie? Clear, Auntie? Yes, all right. I'll explain Hindustan Unilever. The trade is on, but I mean, like, it's not catching momentum. I entered this trade again, Harsh. I entered this trade at this origin demand. If you see, it takes out this high. I mean, it's a complete base right here. It's a complete base right here. It takes out this base, comes back at this area. There is some contraction. If you see these dojis, these pin bars, there is some sort of contraction. So this is where I entered the trade. The price got momentum, comes back to the new demand that is created. Okay, now this becomes the origin demand, right? The new origin demand, because it creates a new high. So this is where the prices are trying to move higher. I hope that this catches some sort of momentum in a while. Or if it, see, why am I in this trade? Why am I still in this trade? Because for not for once, like for not even once, the price closed below VWAP. It it did give a down signal here, but for not even once it closed below VWAP. So I was still in this trade. I'm still in this trade. Let's see what the price does. And LTI, let's see. This is some sort of contraction occurring here. The prices can spike up very hard. And the third trade that I had taken was Apollo Hospital. But see, I managed my risk very well. I entered this trade. This was a FOMO entry. That I shouldn't be doing all of this, but this was a FOMO entry. I entered at this candle, these candles around here. I saw this rejection candle, and then when the prices were turning back, I simply exited. So it gave me a loss of 0.25%, and LTI gave me a loss of 0.08%. So I'm keeping my losses short here, and I am hoping that Hindustan Unilever catches some sort of momentum. So we will be, so I'm at present, I'm still in profit, but I need this price to move higher. And we have LTI. So you understood, right? Like a lot of thing happened right here. If you want, just tell me a chart that you guys want to trade. Okay, so Bilal shared a trade in Bajaj Finserv. He exited early. I'll just check. भाई एक्यूरेसी कितनी आ रही है आपके? अरे अच्छा, बात एक्यूरेसी की नहीं आ जाती, वो बात ट्रेड मैनेजमेंट की आ जाती. इवन इफ आई मोस्टली 40% तक है एक्यूरेसी. 40% तक है accuracy, 30 35 40%, 30 to 40 के बीच में है। एंड वही है कि सी मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ, इफ मेरे लॉसेस कैसे हैं और मेरे टारगेट्स कैसे हैं, 1:3, आई एम कीपिंग द टारगेट्स 1:3, आई एम टेकिंग लॉसेस एट 0.5%, right? 0.2%. So what this does is eventually, if I'm cutting all my losses short and taking targets 1:3, 1:4, so that eventually becomes how much? 0.5. Say if you compare, this is 1:6, right? So that's what keeping me profitable in this. Okay, it's all about understanding when the stock can catch momentum. Bajaj Finserv is right at a very nice demand zone, but was there any entries in the morning? There were no entries early in the morning, because for not even once the prices were above VWAP. If you see, now it created a little base. Somewhere here we have supply. So we have some little supply. Let the price does do this. Let it probably do this, and then when it comes above VWAP, this is where, when after all the supply is tested, the price can eventually go higher to test all the supply that is around this area. So you will have that area for the prices to move. You will have that area for the prices to move. This is very important. Also, my stop loss in Hindustan Unilever is around this area. Like, I've trailed the stop loss. If it hits, I will not be taking a complete loss. I mean, like, it will be a little profitable. That's it. Any stock that you guys have in mind? Ashok Leyland gonna spike. Damn. See, I'm okay. I thought I'm opening this after a very long time. Viva Hatao. It already moved a lot. It already moved a lot, and this is probably the demand zone that it respected very well. Okay. So these are the types of patterns that you can enter for swing. A lot of contraction around these areas. A lot of contraction around these areas. That's how the trades should be taken. However, see now Ashok Leyland has already spiked a lot. I will not prefer to enter this anywhere, because right above this we have a supply zone that was previously marked. If I check, yeah. So this is the supply zone that the price have around this area. Okay, so just my whole aim of taking trades should be near these areas. That's it. If you're trying to enter near the demand zones or the origin demands, it has a very high chance of moving in your direction. Look at the spikes. Look at these spikes. Look at these spikes. The prices are definitely moving higher, right? Giving you up moves around these uh, demand areas. But if you are able to capture it, then definitely that's a good thing. Any stocks that you want me to look, guys? Any other stock? I don't think so. Today will be a much better day, because if this hits my stop loss, then I'll probably I'll end the day. So yesterday's trade, Adani Ports. Let's check Adani Ports. I'll show yesterday's trade as well. Now Adani Ports. Okay. So if I go to 1 hour time frame, this is where the base was. One of the base was here around this area. All right. And we were getting multiple reactions to it. I simply waited for what? A liquidity hunt of this. I went to the 5-minute time frame. I moved on to the 5-minute time frame. And then what do we see here? Look at this, was a good void. You just need to identify just need to identify the move the price could do. The area the price has to move. Does the price have enough move from here? Look at this. Is this my entry? Was this my entry yesterday, guys? If you remember the charts, that was my entry, right? This is a contraction right here. So if this is a contraction, we all know that this is a contraction. I entered right at this, and we got this spike up. And why did the price reversed exactly from this area? Because if you see, I am not sure if you all saw this, but this is what we have. Is this my origin supply? Right. So I had enough space till the origin supply only. Once I got to the origin supply, I simply exited. I obviously exited somewhere here because the market day was probably gonna end. And then the prices reversed, and whatever it's doing, there is no trade as of now. You could have entered here, and but again, you can only target this high. That's it. You can only target this high. It's now if you see, look at the base, look at the balance area. निफ्टी 17200 सी ये आया क्या बोलते हैं फ्रीक फ्रीक ट्रेड आया क्या उसमें 20
हेलो
20 फ्रीक ट्रेड आया क्या उसमें ओके नाइस
हमको काम आता है हम थोड़ी फुग्गा खाली कर रहे हैं मैं थोड़ी फुग्गा मंगा रहा हूँ
Amit, can you mute your mic? If you have if you have any doubts, let me know. Others as well, if you have any doubts, let me know. Just waiting for this to spike higher, man. LTI is, let's see what LTI could do. This is contraction, but LTI I don't think so. It's a very liquid stock. It's not a very liquid stock, but if it can give a spike, see, when look at these contraction, guys. You must have seen these patterns a lot of time, right? This is the contraction that you're supposed to enter. When you can enter these areas, when you can enter at these areas, just above VWAP, look at the moves that you'll get. Look at the moves that you'll get. Obviously, it is supported by some sort of demand, right? This is a base created by this demand. Price comes back to this demand multiple times. No entries here, no entries here. But on this day, obviously we had entries, very clear entries right here. Okay, let's say you tried to enter here. Okay, obviously your stop loss is supposed to be here, not below these lows, right? And even if you exit, then you get a re-entry, you can re-enter this trade. All right, look at the low of it. 17,200 का शॉर्ट साइड पे है कि 17,200 CE. Okay. Zero. Bapre. Oh, fuck. It went from 180 to almost zero. But कुछ stocks में भी free आ रहे हैं. Opening पे ही था. Yeah, I mean like opening पे ही सारे freaks दिख रहे हैं mostly. Most of the freak trades are at the opening of this. Can't really do anything about it, guys. Just be safe. Waiting for this. Let's see what this could do. Any other stocks, guys, that you want me to look? Or any doubts you have? I'll go to your Discord. This was Kotak Mahindra, right? They were. Let's look at Kotak Mahindra. Okay, so Kotak Mahindra is, I'll avoid this as of now. Let's go to daily time frame. So Kotak Mahindra has created a very huge base, very huge base. And very likely when you're seeing a breakout of the base, the price are very likely to come back here. You can buy this and you can buy this for a very nice swing. This is a very nice base right here. You can take out these highs, take out this high. These highs do not have supplies, right? So probably you can see a reaction here, and then the prices are very likely to go higher. So these highs do not have any sort of a supply. It simply has a lot of liquidity. So you can take a very nice swing trade opportunity here. But again, guys, make sure that you're looking at the higher time frame. These trades are very unnecessary. Like if you're trying to go long around these areas, it wouldn't help you. At least try to wait for the prices to come back to these areas, right? Come back here. This is a good demand, right? This is a good demand that created a new high. Let the prices come back here, let it do something, let it go back, and then take a trade. Don't just try to mark the uh, three legs and expect higher moves. थोड़ा उसमें दिक्कत आएगा. You'll not be able to capture good moves. Any other chart, guys? Apollo tires. अपोलो हॉस्पिटल्स ना मैंने शेयर किया था. लेट्स चेक अपोलो हॉस्पिटल्स. See, okay, yeah. So Apollo hospitals, I tried to enter. I was expecting that at least यहाँ तक आएगा. I'll probably exit the trade, but it simply started reversing. So I realized it will definitely take a lot of time. It is doing this. If it breaks above all these highs, comes back, contracts around this area, I will enter. Okay, because all the supply would be taken out very likely, and then the only supply that I'll have, origin supply, will be this. And as this is very near to a demand zone, as this is very near to a demand area, the prices are very likely to spike up very hard. So if this occurs any, like, I don't think so it will occur now, but if this occurs anyhow, we can definitely take a trade in this. So all these stocks, the balance areas, everything is very important. HDFC Bank is again back to back to an area at a back to an area of daily demand. And if I mark the origin demand around this area, it's probably gonna be this area right here. We got a reaction. This is a faulty base, right? This is a faulty base. This is a faulty base. We got this. If you see the prices are slowing down, let it break above here, let it contract. You can enter this trade. What is the next supply that you have? This, right? Exit your trade around this area. If this occurs, if the price breaks above this, you can enter the trade and target these areas. Okay. Did you all understood this? It's very important to understand this. You need to identify the area of where the price has a lot of space to move. If you all have enough space to move, it can definitely give you good chance of profitability and consistency. Okay, all right, so now it looks more like a rounding bottom. Let's see what this could give us. Got two of these. Need a spike higher. Anything else, guys? This is Torrent Farmer. All right, so again, Torrent Farmer is at a very nice base around this area. This was a huge base balance area, and somewhere here this demand zone breaks out of this base, comes back, moves higher. Now the prices are back again here. Swing trade, guys. Now understand the structure here. Do I have anything that can stop a swing trade from going till here? What do you think, guys? Do I have anything that can stop the prices to go till here around this area? Obviously some sort of supply is here. No, right? This is Gaurav, we don't really have anything. There was this thing. Obviously, it got already tested. So now when the prices are contracting, see, when the prices are now contracting, it already tested once. The prices has had taken out liquidity. If the price comes up around here and starts contracting, you can take a nice swing trade and target these highs, and the prices will catch momentum somehow it will definitely catch momentum, because there is not much resistance on the left. This is where you can obviously enter right at this point, put your stop loss around these areas. But if you get an entry just above VWAP, if you get an entry just above VWAP, then it becomes much higher. So again, this is some sort of contraction here. This is some sort of contraction. Let the price break above it somewhere here. Let it sustain, and if you can take a very nice swing trade around this area and target these highs. So if you enter at 3078, you can target 317, and yeah, you can put your simply put your stop loss around this. You can simply put your stop loss around this area and target these highs. So that will be around 1:5. Right? Understood, guys? Sweet, sweet, sweet. New mentees are yet to learn all this, so don't worry. We'll be discussing a lot of stuff. Okay. Let's see. Unless and until this breaks below, closes below, or breaks below this demand zone, I won't enter this trade. I won't exit this trade. I'm still waiting for this trade to play out. A lot of contraction around this area. Let's see. Anything else, guys? Any doubts that you have? Let's check Bandhan Bank. If we are supposed to take Bandhan Bank for a swing, it will take a lot of time. This is all right. So somewhere here, this is respecting this. Gave a huge up move, but again, we have a very nice supply right here. We have a very nice supply right here. So the prices are reacting to those supplies. It may, let's go to 5 minute time, 15-minute time frame. Let's try to understand this. It's creating a new base, right? It's creating a new balance area around this area. It created a balance area somewhere here. It created a new balance area somewhere here. Now it can simply come here, test around this area, and then we have some good opportunity. But the prices won't simply break this and move higher. Simple reason is that this will have some sort of origin supply. The prices will come back, test a demand again, test a supply again, demand, supply. And if you see, the prices are now doing what? It's contracting, right? The prices are contracting. The swings are getting smaller, 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 smaller. And then when you see some sort of supply absorption around this area, then you can take a very huge long trade in Bandhan Bank that can take out, sorry, that can, yeah, that can simply reach out till this area and take out this high. Because once this origin supply is taken out, I don't see anything of high importance. I don't see anything that is of very high importance. So 281 till 345 is something that you guys can look for. Only, but see, look at the time. This thing will take time, right? I'm not asking you to enter right here when the prices comes back to the demand zone. So you need to understand this time theory where look at the left, look at the fall, and then try to understand how much time can it take. When is the right time to actually enter a possible trade? Clear, guys? Is it clear, guys? Everyone, Canara Bank. Let's look at Canara Bank. Yep, it's at an origin demand. It's at an origin demand. Swing का लिया है, okay. Swing का लिया तो है, but let's see. Everyone is saying Nifty gonna fall, therefore afraid to take any trade for swing. Ignore first of all what everyone is saying. Stick to your trades. If the origin is supposed to respect it, वो respect करेगा. Don't worry. You can take swings in the other 400 stocks that I had sent you. If you see Ryzen, I don't see any sort of like, if you see, it's more of this what the price is doing. It can simply come here. What I would like to see is this, then price takes out some sort of supply, contracts around this area, and then I can take a long trade, because probably around this area there is some sort of supply that is that will stop the prices to go higher. So again, let the base formation is not completed. If it falls with a base somewhere here, see, definitely looks like a faulty base, but it's a base. It is providing some sort of resistance around this area. So if let the price create a new base, let it take some time and then move higher. वीकली पे वीसीपी है एट अ डिमांड जोन which one okay Canara Bank ना वो I guess we had discussed it, but again to time the entries ना अभी यहाँ पे just imagine कितना time he'll have to invest. I know unnecessary reactions आ सकते हैं. Guys please mute the mic. Kaustubh, can you please mute the mic?
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I thought my mic was.
it's okay, no worries. uh so abhi kaisa hai na, this is where obviously you can see unnecessary reactions that the see this is a reaction, right? These are all reactions. Now this is where the orders are being generated. So let the price come here, let it come back up, take out some sort of supply around these areas, contract, and then take a long trade. So we need to understand this. What happens on the left will probably take the same time, and it will be much bigger probably to give us a very huge move. अभी just हमने कौन सा check किया था guys? Which one did we check? And look at LTI कौन सा check किया था हमने? Kotak. Okay, we'll go back to Kotak in a while, and we check this, right? Some sort of VCP is definitely forming around this area. Let's see what this could do. I'm not taking this trade anymore because I had already taken 3 trades today. So even if it spikes, I know it will be a good regret. Excite में कौन सा supply खाया वो check करे क्या मस्त फटा था weekly. Yeah, let's go to Excite in a while. I just wanted to give that one example. Kotak, right? नहीं Kotak नहीं. Kotak से भी पहले there was some other stock. Kotak से भी पहले there was some other stock. Which one was it? Torrent. Okay. नहीं. बंधन तो will take time. Just stock मैंने बोला था that it can simply move higher, very high. I guess yes, it was Torrent. Yeah. So now see here on the left. If you try to compare this with Canara Bank had a base right here, right? And look at the only base that Torrent Pharma has around here. Uske baad there is a free fall, and this is a base that is being created for accumulation purposes. Okay, that is being created for accumulation purposes. You can simply go long around these areas at the higher part at the demand zone. You can also start putting your positions in here and adding more here, adding more here, but leave it after the prices move higher. Okay, this is what you are supposed to do, guys. This will give me a heart attack, I guess. कुछ मूव नहीं दे रहा है, यहीं पे फंसा हुआ है तब से. LTI definitely, if it moves higher, will be a regret. But you understood, guys, what we are supposed to look at. Placing your stop loss at below a previous swing high is also swing low is also very important. Understanding the contractions is very important. This is what we were talking about to be contractions, and the prices are already moving higher. So could have been a very nice trade. We have free space. This is what I'm talking about. The stock has free space. It can simply react to the supply. But again, when I told you guys is supply ke upar, what do we have? What do you think we have are above this? Yeah, Amit, we can Torrent Farmer is something good. We can simply take it for swing trades. Damn. Ignore. Chalega. Like it's gonna happen. 3 minutes bache. Let's see. A lot of emotions in this trade. These highs can give you reaction, but I do believe that iske upar we have what do we have? We have stop losses. So the prices will definitely come above these highs to hunt liquidity and then move higher. Again, entering near the VWAP is very important because that is something that will help you manage your trades. If you are able to manage your trades around VWAP, it's a very, very nice thing. Okay, any candle close below this, I'll probably exit this Hindustan Unilever. Second, guys. This is the, we still have 2 minutes left. We are at a demand zone, so I'm still expecting ki some sort of moves can be given. But again, I entered at the near the I entered near the VWAP right here, right? I entered near the VWAP. So that's the reason I'm able to manage this trade properly. Maybe I can manage this trade properly. Torrent farmer, this contraction that we were just talking about, we saw this contraction. You can enter this trade and you can take a very nice and a good swing trade around this area that can simply be targeted here. Anybody who wishes to take a risk of 0.5% can get in, put your stop loss around this area and target this high. You can put your stop loss around this area as well. You can put your stop loss around this area as well. Again, this is not a call out. Just make sure that you're managing your risk. All right. And don't judge yourself. Even if this trade goes wrong, don't judge yourself by a single trade. That's completely fine. All right. Hindustan Unilever. We still got 1 minute left. So I'll probably try to exit the trade if it closes below VWAP. LTI now regretting, but that's the part of game. This structure is something that obviously no one should be liking. अगर ये ऐसे बना देता तो definitely would have been something good, but this is not a good structure. अगर if it does this, then तो पक्का target है. But अगर simply close दे दिया, let's see क्या करता है. This is the area. This is the area where the prices can do anything. Like it could be a small reaccumulation, and then we can see up moves. A small base created around this area. So let's see what the prices are going to do here. Very likely to be a small loss or a break even day today. See now even this created a small base. Agar ekdam se reaction nahi aaya, then it has to be taken out with a complete good reaction. Agar ekdam se reaction nahi aaya, then this trade is probably gonna fail. I mean, like, it obviously won't be hitting the target today. Then cool, I'm exiting this Hindustan Unilever. It makes no sense to hold it as of now. If it goes back to my direction, I can't really do anything. 1 second. So this is where I exited the trade. All right. LTI. Disappointed with LTI. So today was 0.13% of profit, but वो सब commission में चला जाएगा, like 0.6, 0.06, 0.06, 0.06. So it's gonna take at least, yeah, मतलब nothing, कुछ बचेगा नहीं आज. We are already, LTI has already given some good move. And यहाँ से, if you know, I mean, like, यहाँ से फिर spike आना ही आना रहता है. That's the whole point. If you are understanding what's on the left, that could give you a look at this. This is indicating na, that the prices are supposed to move higher. These are the things. People, अभी cup and handle वाली public क्या करेगी? 1 second. Cup and handle वाली public क्या करेगी? I know it's a little messy. Is it okay, guys? थोड़ा messy है, I know. मैं इसको try करता हूँ हटाने का. All right. So can you all identify this cup and handle? Can you all see this cup and handle? Yep. So yeah. So it's the same thing. This cup and handle is now, like, what's occurring inside this cup and handle is a lot of VCP being created. Like The prices are, the volatility is decreasing, the volatility is decreasing, the prices created a supply. This is where the contraction is. I'll remove this one second. This is where the contraction is, and this is where the so hame, we don't, obviously we don't enter these engulfings, right? We enter right at this contraction and expect higher prices. So as of now वही हो रहा है, but again, okay, yeah, let's forget this. Let the जो भी उसका target है, let it go till that target. And any other charts that you want me to look at, guys? Oops. Again, if the price breaks below these lows, you can exit your trade at 0.5% loss, which is completely fine. So you're trying to manage your trades as well, and you're taking the complete targets as well. Any trades, guys? Any other stuff? Look at this JSW steel right at this origin demand as of now, right at this origin demand, and this is this new demand is respected by, sorry, this new demand is being created on a very higher time frame daily demand. And look at how a new base is being created. Look at how a new base is being created. So it's definitely a base over base structure as of now. It's definitely a base over base structure as of now. We do have some sort of contractions here, but will not enter this trade because the it's not clean na? Left way, if you look on the left, there's a lot of thing happening here. There's a lot of supply that is stopping the prices. So unless and until this area is not taken out, obviously this area is what, guys? This area is an imbalance area or a balance area? Balance, right? So trading inside the balance area won't make any sense. It's much better to take trades when the prices are outside the balance area. जरा अदानी पोर्ट्स का हो जाएगा. अदानी पोर्ट्स कल लिया था ना मैंने, अदानी पोर्ट्स अभी लिया था. यश, Adani ports at this demand, this was yesterday's demand. Adani ports created a base around this area, created a base around this area, breaks below. All right, so there is definitely some sort of supply around these areas. ONGC, okay, I'll go to ONGC, guys. Now this has liquidity, this has liquidity, the prices are very likely to come here. When the prices are very likely to come here, after this, obviously don't go long, simply let the prices spend some time here, create some bullishness, and then take opportunities to the long side. As of now, there is nothing. All right, as of now, there is nothing. ONGC, let's check ONGC. ONGC, I missed this early in the morning because there was something here. Okay, no. So I was waiting for this area. So I was waiting for this area. I was waiting for the prices to come here. Also, this is some sort of demand zone. It created a new high. So this was also a demand area. This is also a demand area. Could have traded, but again, I wouldn't have because ONGC for short. No, 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 no. Don't go short in ONGC. One second. I'll just check the daily time frame. There is no good basis on daily time frame. If you see, all this is simple compression. The only trade I would prefer is this doji, that is a long bias trade. A lot of liquidity is being created. If you wish to go short, we need a short structure. What could be a short structure is a balance area, below a balance area, pull back, and then we can look for shorting opportunities. But as of now, ONGC will be a very nice and a high probability trade for a long here. If we are, sorry, for a long around this area, and if we are looking for shorts, I'll just, I know it created an imbalance, but as of now, can you identify any sort of bearish buildup? This is bullish buildup, right? This is a bullish base around this area. Then we have this base. All right, then we had this base, The price comes around this area. Definitely, it comes around this area, but this base is not taken out completely. I mean, like it does look like it's taken out, but it's somewhere it is being respected to this demand zone. Okay, so even if the price simply goes below, it doesn't mean that it has taken out the demand. It can, we need this and then this. Okay, so this is completely fine. So the structure in ONGC as of now is bullish. For the structure to be bearish, let it create a base here. It may want to go higher. Once this base is taken out, it will create another base, pull back, and probably a supply, a sell position. So as of now, there are no shorts. Just because we have a void doesn't mean we have any shorts, guys. Okay, Hindustan Unilever spiked up at this demand, spiked up from this demand above VWAP. Okay, looks like, anyway, we can't really do anything about this trade now, so no point in regretting that. Any other charts, guys? Custom, you here? Custom is not here. Nifty 50, Tata Steel, nothing in Tata Steel. Oh. Tech Mahindra, about around this. This is at a good demand zone, but not a buy because this is the area. Okay, so it has taken out this supply. Let it come back lower a little bit somewhere here, and then when you look for contractions, you can take it because the supply is taken out. The supply is taken out, and the next area that the prices are probably going to resist is this. Then this high only has stop process, nothing else. Done, guys. All good. Mhm. Anything else that you want me to look at? Any of your charts? Any of your understanding that where am I supposed? When is probably the right time to enter any of the trades? Excite. Okay, yeah, excite. Excite में नहीं था ना entry. Excite में entry नहीं था. Excite was very quick. It was कहाँ कैसे घुस पाता? नहीं घुस सकते हम लोग Excite में. Because just because it reacted to a demand zone so quick. And this was an intraday trade that I had entered, but turned out to be a BTST trade. Okay, so I had to enter here and I exited around after because next day कुछ तो है rollover तुम लोग trade नहीं कर सकते एकदम से exit नहीं कर सकते. Some part you can exit, that's it. So I got my exit around this area. उसके बाद, but again you, it's very likely to come back. Most of the charts are very likely to come back. It simply went higher. It simply went higher, probably did not create any good supply. There was this supply around this area. Okay, it was already tested. The price comes here again, right? Like ठीक है, सब break तो हो चुका था, but still I wouldn't have entered. Like ऐसा नहीं मैं घुसता कि मैं इसको बहुत बड़ा swing ले पाता. It definitely went higher, but this won't happen most of the time. This won't occur most of the time. तो ये सिर्फ it was simply ठीक है react कर गया, that's it. Can't really do anything about it, bro. Okay, Harsh. It's better to look for price action around these areas and then take a trade. All right, guys. I'll end it here. I'll end this live trading right here. All good, guys. कुछ है तो बोल दो. अरे no worries. All right, guys. Keep watching LTI. This is where if the prices breaks below, you are supposed to exit the trade. हिंदुस्तानी ले लो, अगर ऊपर गया तो डेफिनेटली बहुत दुख होगा. बट कुछ कर नहीं सकते. Anyway, let's end the session here, guys. Take care. Bye. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र. बाय बाय. चैट रूम में आ जाओ. अबे जाओ ना.